Today I'm going to be talking about a feature of our Pro Blogger app called the related blog posts, what this does and how easy it is to set it up in your store. So first of all, what is the related blog post feature? It's a way of displaying content within your blog that is related to the content that is already being read. To put that into context, if you have an article about mountain climbing, then it makes sense that you would have other articles that are related to mountain climbing or the equipment related to mountain climbing, etc., as opposed to maybe an article about fly fishing that you may also have in your blog, which is an entire catalog of sort of adventure journals, etc. So that's the idea, and it's there for blogs which perhaps don't already have a recent and new post feature, so where you can display other alternative posts that your readers can go into, so they don't have to go back into your overall blog to look at the additional posts that you have there. And even if you do have that recent new, this option provides the capability for your reader to go from something that they're interested in to something else that they're interested in. This also provides additional SEO, obviously, by having more content in your page that's also related directly to the content that you have in that particular post. So what does it look like and how is it to set up? Well, first of all, like we always like to do, let's take a look and see what it looks like without. So here is my development store, and if I just scroll down, I'm going to go to my old favorite, the pineapples blog post. And you can see here there's a draft article, well, not a draft, but a example article about pineapples, and you can see there's this particular theme, which is the debut theme, doesn't even have a recent or next blog posts option in it. So it's just if I was reading this and I wanted to read another one, I'd have to go back out to my blog and then select another post, go into that, read that. When I was finished reading that, I would have to go back out again and open another post. So which is really inefficient, and obviously we want to make things as efficient as possible for the people who are on our store. So let's set up the related blog post feature. I'm just going to go to my admin dashboard. Here is the Pro Blogger app. This is obviously on our dev store. When you load it up for the first time, you'll see that the features are all currently disabled. So I'm just going to enable the related blog post feature by just moving the toggle across here, clicking save. And what that'll do is that'll just now install some local assets so that it performs better, and it'll turn green. You can see it's now enabled. That means the feature is enabled, but we still have to install a bit of code to place the slider where we want. So we'll go to step 2 here, install. You can see here there's the options about how to install the respective features. So we just go to related blog posts, and you've got a couple of options here. By default, most of the time we'll be installing the article-template liquid file, which you can click to here to open. But first I'm just going to follow the instructions. Right, I'm not going to back up the theme, but we recommend that you do, so that you can always revert your changes in case you make a mistake. We're going to copy this line here. Just going to copy that. I'm going to click on the article-template liquid here. This shortcut. This will provide a shortcut to open it. If this doesn't open, use the article.liquid. That'll open up the different template. Here we've got our file. What I want to do is I want to put the related articles. I'm going to put it below my social sharing. I'm just going to click save. I'm going to go back to my blog post, and there we go. Really as simple as that. That's how easy it is to install. And I can see I have a slider here of articles that are related to this particular post. There's a button here that also will take me back to the overall blog, and obviously we can change the way this looks and the number of items that are displayed and in the slider in the settings. So let's have a quick look at the settings, just so we can just go through those a little bit. So what are the options here? Well, the first one we have is an option that helps with filling out the content. We have fast, balanced, and accurate. Right? Fast essentially means that we're going to grab a small sample of the blogs, a small number of the posts in your existing blog, and we're going to present those, and we'll sort them based on the best matches, right? So it's you get guaranteed results, and because it only looks at a small subset, it's quick. Balanced will look at a lot more posts, so it'll take a little bit of time to go through to find the right matches, and it'll only display those that have matches. Accurate will look at everything it can in that particular blog, up to 1,000 articles, and it will only return back those that have matches on it. Matching is typically done on the tags of the post itself. So you need tags on the post, right? And by author, right? So we just go through the options here. So we match tags between posts. So using the mountain climbing post as an example, if you have a tag called mountaineering on one post and mountaineering on another post, that is a match. So those two articles will be matched together, and if you load one up, it should pull back the other one. We can also match the post tags to title. What does that mean? That means if you've got a tag that says mountaineering on the one you've been displayed, and you have mountaineering in the title of another post, then it'll pull back that article as well. And the last option we have is matching on the author. So if you have multiple authors and those authors are subject experts on specific items, for instance, mountaineering, then you can bring back everything that's related. You can say that everything that's related or done by that specific author should be relevant. And the settings we have here, essentially, you can slide how important it is. If I want the author to be the most important thing, I will just say that's the best match. If I don't want to match on any author's stuff, I'll go to nothing. Note that if you set everything to don't match, you'll get no results. But this gives you the opportunity to decide where the relativity is for you. In terms of slider display, what we've got here, I'm going to just, you can change the header name, read more. It's in HTML, so you can change the header styles quite easily just by doing this to whatever you want. We have an option to turn off the slider being auto display, so currently it just pages through showing you all the articles that are there. I'll turn that off. We have the slider size, which is the total amount of items that are allowed in the slider, and then we have the items to display. So if you've got a narrow display, it makes sense to show less. So I'll just change that to 3 as an example. We have the option to increase or decrease the level of text that is being displayed underneath. And because I've just decreased the numbers, I'm just going to increase that just as an example, just to show you. I'll put it up to like 20. And we've got the option here to toggle off the link to all the blogs. So I'm just going to make these changes here just to show you how easy and how quickly it is to enhance or change this according to your store. So let's just refresh. So what we've done is we've changed the header here. There we go, read more. We've got now only got 3 items displaying out of our total slider, and the slider autoplay has been turned off, so you'd have to page through it. This is obviously mobile friendly, and if you flick it, it takes the old finger response so that it will flick over. And we also remove the button. And that really is how simple and easy it is to set up a related blog post slider in your store using Pro Blogger. I hope you found this video informative, and you really get a lot of value out of using the app. Thanks for your time.